What is up, car addicts? In this video we're going to be customizing the 2013 Ferrari F12 Berlinetta in the Crew 2. Here it is right here. V12, 740 horsepower stock, front engine. Technically it's a mid-engine because the engine sits right behind the axle instead of on top of it, like 90% of the front engine cars. So they do call this technically a front mid-engine in a way, because the engine's literally mounted like right here. Like when you open the hood, the engine's kind of like tucked in here. It's really weird. You have to see it. If you look it up on Google, you'll see it. It's really interesting. So the price of this car is $683,000 in the Crew 2, and for the Gold Edition, it is $547,000. So when you have the Gold Edition, you save about 130 grand or so. Not too bad. Alright, so let's see customization we got. First we're going to go to the colors here. You have the typical Ferrari red, then you have a darker red, a slightly darker red than the regular Ferrari red, and the black, the darker black, silver, gray, tannish silver, bluish silver, yellow, dark blue, bluish purple, that's interesting, lighter blue, it's a nice blue, like that's nice. Silver, and then like another silver grayish color. Okay. So traditionally, most people, they go with Ferrari red. But for this video, I'm gonna try being a little different. I'm gonna go with the yellow, kind of like the F12 TDF. I'm hoping maybe they have some TDF options. I have not looked at the visual parts yet. I want it to be a surprise. So let's see what we have here. Hoods. So you can make that portion. Well, it changes the hood completely. Looks a little bit like the LaFerrari hood, to be honest. That's interesting with a carbon there. Doesn't look too bad. Let's do that. 10 grand for that. Okay. Front bumper. Oh wow, it makes the inside of the lights carbon fiber now. That is nice. Okay. That's this one. Oh, it gives it like some covers if you don't like all the light portions. Okay. This one. Okay, it makes all that carbon fiber at the bottom. Ooh, that is nice. It's basically just carbon fiber bits so far. Okay, now we got something a little different. Got the canards. Okay, and the last one here. This is pretty nice. I'm not a fan of the placement of the tow hook. I think it should have been placed somewhere else. That's just weird. I don't like the way they placed that there. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with this one. This one looks pretty good. The canards are just too much for this car. With the carbon headlights, definitely. Not the ones with the cover. Those look weird. I'm gonna do these. Okay. Next up, the wheels. So you have a few factory wheel options. You can see here. These do look really good. And then of course you can go through all the other game wheels. I'll put that at the end of the video. Now one thing I do want to mention here is most cars, they have the 80 different wheel game options. For the F12 and the LaFerrari so far that I've seen, I mean there's probably more, but so far from what I've seen, those are the only two that you can only do, what is that, 45 of the wheels instead of 81, so you have less wheels to choose from there, so that kind of sucks. That's interesting there. So I'll put those wheel options at the end of the video if you guys want to check that out, so you can see which ones were kind of removed and which ones they kept. On this car, I'm gonna put these factory bronze-ish ones, and I think these look really good. I'm gonna keep those on there. Next up, we got caliper color. Of course, I'm gonna do the yellow. Wow, this yellow is a little darker. That's interesting. Might just be the lighting. We'll put that one up. That doesn't look too bad. Mirrors. Carbon with the little Italian flag. Oh yes, very nice. Skirts. Carbon stock skirts. Definitely. Match our front one. The rear wing. Oh yes, very nice, simple ducktail. I love that. Very well done. Okay. What's the third? Oh, so there's only two options. This is the stock one. That's right. So it's that or giant. So I'm gonna do the little tiny one. I think that looks great. 10 grand for that. Oh my god. Jesus, 10 grand for a little carbon spoiler. Okay. This one. Okay, so it blacks out the reverse lights. Okay. That looks weird. This one blacks out the edges and makes the brake lights in the center? Okay. Okay, so this one makes that whole stock bottom portion carbon. That looks very nice. Whoa. Okay then. That's weird. That will take some getting used to. That's very strange. I'm not really a fan of that right now. This one. Oh wow, this one actually changes the bumper styling. Look at that. That's strange. Okay. This looks okay. Kind of like the stock one a little more, to be honest. Alright, so I'm gonna put the one that is basically like the stock one, but just the bottom portion carbon. I think that looks really good. Except we got the interior color. That tan on Ferrari looks so good. Love that. Red on the outside with that tan interior. Oof. Brown, silver gray, blue. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is the yellow, but don't go crazy on me. I'm just gonna change the styling. So we're gonna get rid of yellow, click by click. You can see it getting rid of little by little. It's up to you. You can kind of go crazy with yellow, or a hint, or just a little bit. And then this one's terrible. And this one's just yellow stitching throughout, which I do like. Very subtle, especially with the design it has on the seats. Very well done from Ferrari. I like it. Well, from the game. I don't really think Ferrari offers that. Although they have their special things, and it's all based on how much money you want to pay, so they pretty much do anything for you. Money talks. So here's the Alcantara option. Now from what I'm seeing here, I'm glad they did that, because some cars it makes the entire seat Alcantara, but this one it actually makes the center portion Alcantara. You can see that there. So I think I'm going to do the Alcantara on this one. So your insert, you have the stock carbon fiber already. 4 grand there. And that is all the options. See how it looks? Not bad. Not bad at all. I think we definitely need... These wheels are too light. Let's put some different ones here in black. Like these. Yeah, let's put these black. Let's see how that looks. Looks a little better. Definitely. Alright. So just to show you that it's 100% stock. You see, 228 out of 280 stock, which is insane. 211 mile an hour top speed, 740 horsepower stock. Okay. So now we're going to take it for a little drive. We're going to do a top speed run stock, and then a top speed run fully maxed out, upgraded to the max 280. So let's see how it sounds. Oh, got a Ford Focus inside of me. Okay, so from the inside. Not too bad. Wow, lots of wheel spin. What do you expect from so much horsepower on rear-wheel drive? Jesus, this car's a handful. This car is definitely not as easy to drive as the Huracan, that's for sure. The Huracan's very, very easy to drive. It understeers a lot, so it's pretty easy to control. This thing wants to oversteer a lot. Give it too much throttle, you gotta be careful. This one, you gotta have a lot of throttle control going around corners. Alrighty. So again, 100% stock, as you saw. I'm gonna use nitrous at the very end, like I always do, to get us up to that top speed. So here we go. Oh, we got it. 207. Wow. Insane. Alright, so now we're going to max it out and see how it does. Alright, so just to show here again, fully maxed out, 280 out of 280, we're up to 1,029 horsepower, 225 miles an hour. That is the first street car I've seen that when you max it out, it goes over 1,000 horsepower. I think that's probably the only street car that can go past 1,000 horsepower when you modify it. That's insane. That is crazy. Alright, so let's see what she does. Again, I'm going to use nitrous at the very end. Your run might vary a little bit because of nitrous perks and all that from the upgrades and the icon points, but this will pretty much be a good ballpark for you. Alright, so let's see what it does. 228, and probably the best brakes I've ever seen. The brakes in this car are crazy. They're just crazy. You saw I came to almost a complete stop and nothing from 200, almost 230 miles an hour we did there. That is crazy. This car is very good. Now, what does hold it back from being out of the world records is the handling. That's what keeps it out of there. You can do as much tuning as you want. It's just the fact that it's rear-wheel drive and that it's not a mid-engine car. It is sort of front-engine, mid-engine, but at the same rate, that rear-wheel drive, it's just too much power for it. You can do all the tuning you want, like I said, and it really is a handful. You have to know what you're doing. And even if you get it right, you have to overcompensate by giving it less throttle. But anyways, guys, that was the Ferrari F12 customization. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to put the wheels now so you guys can see which ones they kind of took out. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments which ones they took out and which ones they kept. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah.